First Defense Weather is sponsored by 42 Degrees and Sunny, smokin' deals on smoking accessories. Learn more at 42degreesandsunny.com. That's 42degreesandsunny.com.
This is a First Defense Weather Alert.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter live in the First Defense Weather Center. It is 4:03, and we wanted to give you an update on the impending or the ongoing winter storm that is currently impacting the region right now. The look you see behind me here is the camera that's on top of the DoubleTree Hotel here in downtown Jamestown, and you can see the snow is starting to come down a little bit more heavier than it was earlier today. Of course, you know, this is something we talked about during the noon show today about how the snow was really going to start get going later this afternoon and especially into tonight. And of course, the snow coming down is also creating some limited visibilities out there as well. This is First Defense Doppler, and you can see here that the snow is starting to fill back in again after we had a little bit of that break that we had this morning. So the snow is starting to fill back in again, and where you see the darker shades of blue, that indicates the heavier amounts of snowfall rates. And actually right near the Lake Erie shoreline, you may actually see a little bit more rain mixing in. This is part of the reason why the snowfall totals near the Lake Erie shoreline are going to be less, because temperatures near the shoreline communities, especially at night, stays a little bit warmer, and there's going to be a little bit more rain mixing in here, as you see right here on the precip typing. So there's likely going to be more rain mixing in there than there will be snow. So that's the reason why the snowfall totals, especially near the shoreline, will be a little bit less. And if you peek a little bit further out to the east here, you can see the snow starting to spread out into Cattaraugus County and Warren County as well. The winter storm warning continues until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus, and it expires at noon for Warren County tomorrow. And what you're also seeing here is actually some evidence of lake effect starting to set up. And overnight tonight, that's really going to be the main issue. It's going to turn from widespread snow, which is associated with the storm system. The low pressure area is way up here, and it's starting to move away from central New York up into Canada. And as that low moves out, we're actually going to see the presence of some lake effects setting up as well. And this is just the Buffalo next rad, so it only can go out so far. But again, you can see the snow spreading up into Canada as well, and also the back edge of the snow as well. Let's take a look at Lynx 1, and I'll show you the projected snowfall totals. Thank you very much. And so these totals haven't changed since basically noon today. We're still going with this. So we're still going in this dark pink strip right here in southern Erie County, going into Crawford County, and this may actually extend a little bit up into western Chautauqua County as well, I-86 eastward going down to I-90 in Pennsylvania. You could see upwards of 8 to 10 inches. Now, keep in mind, same thing we talked about, you know, during the show today. It's a range for a reason. So don't always focus on this 10 inches. Focus on the lower number, 8 inches, but some spots along the higher terrain could even see a little bit more than that, maybe 11 and 12 inches, and then 7 to 10 inches in the light pink strip right here. That encompasses much of western Chautauqua County, and especially the hills of Chautauqua County as well. Cassadaga, often one of the spots around the area that gets a lot of snowfall. So that also includes you as well. 4 to 6 inches across the lower elevations, 4 to 6 once you drop down into southern, into central and southern Warren County. And then once you work further out to the east, especially out toward Olean, 2 to 4 inches, you'll likely see the least amount of snow there, along with the immediate Lake Erie shoreline, because the snow is not going to be as steady state out here as it will be across the westernmost area. So this goes all the way until tomorrow, and we're still expecting those numbers. That's a good snowfall amount. And those numbers still look good. We're still holding on to those numbers right now. Let's switch back to Lynx number 2, and we'll give you a live look at First Defense Doppler once again. So again, the snow is starting to fill back in once again, but where you see the green, that does indicate the chance for the rain showers, especially near the Lake Erie shoreline. So again, as we told you, that will likely be the reason why the Lake Erie shoreline will see the least amount of snow, because there's going to be a little bit more rain mixing in with the warmer temperatures, with the warmer lake influence, with the warmer water. And so again, you know, the darker blues indicate the heavier snowfall rates, and through the afternoon today and through tonight, the snow is going to continue, and it's going to pick back up once again. And I think we have the watches and warnings up on Lynx 1 I think. And there we go. And you can see here that all the counties that are shaded in pink, that's Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Southern Erie, not really our coverage area, but Southern Erie, Warren, Erie County, Pennsylvania, and Crawford County, that is a winter storm warning. And the winter storm warning for the southern tier, as I told you, expires 1 p.m. tomorrow. And for Warren County, that goes until 12 p.m. Noon tomorrow. So by the time we come on the air for News Now at noon tomorrow, the winter storm warning should be winding down if they're not canceled early. We'll see what the Weather Service will do with that. And so here's the newest run, a future scan here. So again, this basically shows you the snow coming in. And again, the darker blues indicate the heavier amounts of snowfall rates. Widespread snow tapers off later tonight, and then it kind of turns almost pure lake effect, basically for the remainder of the night and then going into tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon, the widespread snow tapers off and the lake effect snow machine shuts down, which ultimately means the snow will come to an end. And tomorrow afternoon will likely at least be a better go for the afternoon. And tomorrow should not be as bad in the afternoon as well. So again, these are the projected snowfall totals once again here. So up to about 8 to 10 inches, especially along the highest terrain. Again, I think that's a good bet here. You may see a little bit more than that. It's going to be dependent on where those lake effect bands ultimately set up and how heavy they ultimately are. 7 to 10 inches again, western Chautauqua County, and then further amounts once you drop further south and east. So again, this is one more look at First Defense Doppler radar. And the good news is we don't have any lightning strikes showing up, which means we don't have any thunder snow. And thunder snow is most always associated with heavy amounts of snowfall. So at least we don't have that. Quick check on the comments. Sean Sweatman, who pilots the Storm Interceptor, he says hi. And of course, make sure that you follow him on Facebook, Chautauqua Weather Today. He pilots that thing like nobody else around here can. Got to say hi to Jay, who's checking in as well. So again, we just wanted to provide a quick little update to let you know that even though the snow has been kind of light, it's going to be picking up as we go through the afternoon and into tonight. And again, some spots it's going to be a plowable, shovelable kind of snow. And also keep in mind too, this is going to be that heavy type of snow. It's not that fluffy kind of, hey, wintertime snow. This is going to be that heavy kind of snow that has a lot of moisture in it. And the problem is when you have a high moisture content with snow, yeah, there you go. This is a time lapse and you can see the snow actually, it kind of goes around in a circle. This is something we talked about on the show today about how all the snow is kind of moving in a counterclockwise position. That's because the low pressure area is over central New York near Syracuse. And because of that, we're getting wrapped up in the flow around the low. So everything is turning counterclockwise because low pressure spins counterclockwise. And so that's your little Peg the Geek meter segment for today. And we're already starting to see the early signs possibly of some lake effect already starting to set up off the eastern end of Lake Erie. So again, this has just been a quick little update. We just wanted to let you know that even though, the snow is relatively light right now, it will be picking up in intensity. And of course, if you can take pictures or videos safely of the snow, you can tweet it to us at HuntersWX. That's my handle on Twitter, HUNTERSWX. The First Defense weather page on Facebook, both Andrew and I we update that sucker every day and we're keeping our eyes on it. And of course, WNY News Now on Twitter and Facebook. You can post it to us, message it to us. We got people in the newsroom who monitor that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the coverage. And of course, for the latest weather, anytime you can go to WNYNewsNow.com/weather and you can see the latest detailed weather information there. From all of us in the Weather Center, along with the staff here at WNY News Now, stay safe, wear your mask, socially distant, and we'll see you right back here at noon for News Now at noon. Have a good afternoon.
This is a First Defense Weather Alert.